Hello there to all my Progamer friends. This is Dead, and I'm going to get straight to the video because I don't want to waste any of your guys' time. So, years ago, I would say back in my middle school days, that I went to school with Widow in real life, and we met Jess, Randy, and Crimson, and we formed the boys. Now, kind of like the Vanos crew, we had a bunch of gaming sessions, laughs, good memories, and more. But then everything escalated when Jess decided to one day message me. Now, I know some people, including some of the boys, are saying, why am I mentioning this? I just want to get this off my chest. This is going to be a one-time thing, and then I'm going to move on. Never going to mention this again. So, Jess pretty much sent me a text one day saying of an ultrasound. No, I was happy for him because I knew that this means he was pretty much saying that he was going to be a father. So I was happy, and so he went on an absence for several years, came back, and we started to slowly kind of do sessions, not like a lot, but anyway, But long story short, that when I was hanging out with one of my other friends in real life, he sends me a text message, or a message, I should say, on Instagram, and pretty much saying that one of the boys was talking shit about me when I would leave the parties and stuff like that. So before I guess, go off on any of them or whatever, I asked them all, and I'd like to hear both sides of the story instead of just one jumping to conclusion. And so, from each one, they've all said that nobody was talking shit about him. About me, I should say. But then I started to realize that there were things that didn't quite right with his story, because he would jump to first everyone to, or just someone in the group, to Widow and then Crimson and more, which to me after that, just I already knew it was pretty much a lie. So we all unfriended him. Not only that, but during that time frame, one of his friends that I knew, Regis, came to me with evidence and more. Pretty much let me know of something that would change and decide fate as far as me no longer being just his friend. It wasn't the fact that he lied about that, even though I'm still angry or kind of, betrayed a little bit by it. But what hurt the most was knowing that he lied to me about the child. That for some sick, twisted reason, he just took it off of an ultrasound of Google, sent it to me to make it look like he was going to be a father. He never got married and more. So pretty much everything that he's ever said has been a huge lie. And that was it for him and the rest of the bond and friendships that he made within the boys. Sorry about that. I had to clear my throat. But anyway, that's about the only wrongdoing that one of them did. And I'm sorry if I'm just kind of stuttering a little bit. I just woke up, so my head's a little bit foggy as I'm trying to remember everything that I wanted to say. And so, before I say names and whatever, I just want to clarify, I'm not bashing any of them. I'm not saying go harass or any, of it, because they didn't do nothing to wrong me. I chose this, which is when it comes to Crimson and Randy, I feel like the friendship that me and them had has so pretty much faded to really not really there anymore. Because to be honest, I feel as if lately that I've been putting in a lot more percentage into the friendships with both of them than they really have. I'll send them a message here and there, just asking them either how they are or just whenever I have a question or something and they don't answer or they see it and they just leave me on red. So I just feel like, and plus them and I don't really play or do things, but I do see them play with Widow, which is fine and all. And so I just decided that I'm no longer friends with those two. I'm still friends with Widow. I have no problem with Widow. And if he wants to play with them, that's on him. I'm not here to tell anybody who they can or can't play with or what games they can play or not play. That's him. He's a grown man. He can make his decisions and who he plays with and all. But I'm just saying, as far as me goes, you won't really see me be playing with them anymore. Now, like I said, I'm perfectly fine with Widow. Everything's good between me and him, but I guess kind of feel about how pretty much just also need to get this off my chest just to relieve. And not only that, but to talk about the rise and fall of the boys. But anyway, I wasted enough of your guys' time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.